Believe that? What God has for me, it is for me. This is about the song I like. It says that I know without a doubt that He's going to bring me out. That's right. Because of what God has for me. It is for me. The songwriter was a little selfish right there. Tell your neighbor, every now and again I got to be selfish because right up and through here I need everything that God has for me. The book of Psalms, the 9th number. To the angel of this house, Pastor House, come on, put your hands together for him. House tonight. We're going to have all these preachers here, Elder Yerby, Elder Bennett, Elder White, and Sam, Apostle Austin in the back. My mother, come on, put your hands together for her. Amen. Amen. Praise God. The book of Psalms, the 9th number. And let's look at the 10th verse. The book of Psalms at the 9th division, 9th number, and the 10th verse. Didn't we enjoy Kingdom Life tonight? That's our praise dance group. Yeah. Put your hands together again. It's certainly great Friday nights. And certainly thank God for death coming out and support. The book of Psalms, the 9th number, the 10th verse, there you should find these words. And they that know thy name, is that right?
That's right.
Will put their trust in thee. For thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek them. I'm going to use for a subject on tonight, I'll trust you. I'll trust you. I'll trust you. Auntie, in 2010, James Fortune recorded a song that became the theme for much of the Christian Christian world entitled, I'll Trust You. And the song, Fortune declares, Dr. Yerby, even though I can't see you and I can't feel your touch, I will trust you, Lord, how I love you so much. Though my nights may seem long, I feel so alone, Lord, my trust is in you. I surrender to you. So many painful thoughts travel through my mind, and I wonder how I will make it through this time, but I trust you. Lord, it's not easy. Sometimes the pain in my life makes you seem far away, but I'll trust you. I need to know you're here through the tears and the pain, through the heartache and the rain. I trust you. And beloved, I don't know about you tonight, but I, for one, am an individual who recognizes, Dr. Bennett, how hard it is to trust God. I know that as a Christian, it is our duty. I know that as a believer, it is a commandment that we ought to live by. I know that as a redeemed sinner, it is a rule in which we ought to cling to. I know that as a blood-washed, born-again man of God, trusting God is something that we have to do. But beloved, on tonight, can I tell you that as a human, trusting God is no easy thing to do. In church, I don't know. Maybe you have never been in the desert before. Maybe your life has never gotten down to the ninth hour. Maybe you have never felt alone, misunderstood by yourself, and as if nobody cared. And beloved, if that's you tonight, then let me tell you that you are taller than me. Because there have been moments in my life where the storms were raging, and I found myself asking God, Master, don't you care? This has never been you. Then beloved, you are far more better Christian than I am, because there have been times in my life where I found myself looking at the clock of time, wondering and waiting and wondering and waiting and wondering on when my change would come. I knew what God said. I know that He is a God that cannot lie. I know that whatever He said has got to come to pass. But in the ninth hour of my life, trusting God was difficult, because even though I knew that He could not make a mistake, I did wonder if whether or not He forgot about me. You ain't got to admit it tonight, but beloved, it's hard to trust God when you can't trace Him. It's hard to believe that God is everywhere all at the same time. When there are moments in your life when you cannot feel His presence, it's hard to trust God when you can't always see the good because the bad is reigning worldly free in your life. But people of God, can I tell you tonight that at the end of the day, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, when the guns are shooting and the lions are roaring, when the wars are raging and the storms are refusing to cease, when the clocks of life are in the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter and the game is on the line, the one thing you had better do is trust God. Because what I have learned is about God is that God specializes in the ninth hour. Oh, and forgive me tonight, church, because I know that you're saved. I know that you have always had it all together. I know that your faith has never wavered. I know that you have never had a hook or crook moment in your life. I know that you've never been in a position to where the hookup sounded good. I know that you've never been in a position to where you had to rob Jesus so that you could pay Peter. Then you had to rob Peter so you could pay Paul. Then you had to rob Paul so that you could pay gas. Then you had to rob gas so that you could pay DTE. Then you had to rob DTE so that you could pay Comcast. Then you had to rob Comcast so that you could go and pay lunch. Then you had to rob lunch so that you could pay dinner. Then you had to rob dinner so that you could pay car note. Then you had to rob car note so that you could pay rent. Then you had to rob rent so that you could pay hairstyle. Then you had to pay hairstyle or rob hairstyle so that you could pay school clothes. And then by the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you have just been found guilty. And you have robbed Jesus, Peter, and Paul, DTE, roof and gas, Comcast, lunch and dinner, rent, hairstyle, and school clothes. So
Thank you.